I'm Nick, and welcome to my shop. Today, I'm going to make a bowl, but not just any bowl. I'm going to do a end grain bowl. So, just for some background, this is a regular side grain bowl. You take a log like this, and pretty much cut out a bowl like that. But today I'm going to take this stump here, and I'm going to make a bowl out of that. So, the grain's going a different direction. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, but I think it's going to be pretty fun, something different. You don't see end grain bowls too often just because of the extra labor involved in making them. So, let's get at it. So today I'm going to be turning this piece of ambrosia maple. You can see the ambrosia marks here. Typically see it in board form with big long streaks, but because this is end grain, it just has it like that, and like splotches, I guess. First step, get it mounted, get it round. Getting it round took about 8 minutes. The more it got round, I could kick up the speed, and the faster it went. All of that is just prep work, because now the fun begins, making the actual bowl shape. And I just have so much tear out here. I'm gonna try to see if I can fix this. That is so much better, 100%. I have to say, this hook tool really comes in handy. It just did wonder on this end grain. Let's switch to a chuck and get this thing mounted so I can turn the inside. One of the things about wood turning is when you take big cuts, the chips just go flying. It is an absolutely great feeling. Until they just get stuck in your hair, of course. I'm getting a lot of tear out, and I know that if I do a pool cut, it should work better, but it's just not, for whatever reason. So I'm just struggling here. Very slow progress. I switched from my bowl gouge to my easy wood tool here. It's a carbide scraper, and it's kind of making a difference. It's making a cleaner cut, but it's just cutting very, very slowly here, making a lot of powder. Let's switch to a carbide cutter and see if that can make a difference. Oh, fudge. So, a while back I bent my hollowing tool hauling plywood, which is pretty difficult. And this is the other hollowing tool I have. It's a hook tool. And I just bent it here again. So, I don't have any more of these carbide hollowing tools anymore because they're both bent in the exact same way. My hook tool works really well, but it cuts very, very slowly. And I have a easy wood turning tool here. I think this is the only thing left, really. Could use my bowl gouge and just fight through it, but guess I'm going to use this as far as I can. This is going to be slow going. So I'm just going to listen to some music and work through it. Once I get the rough shape of the tools, I'm going to get out my sanding tool, or woodturners sometimes joke, the 80 grit gouge. You can actually remove material using just the sandpaper, which is kind of cool for like final shaping. My goal is to get it sanded to like 200, 300 grit, and that's good enough because I'm going to be putting on a polyurethane finish here, so I want something that's not too smooth so it can actually adhere well to it. To finish the bottom, I'm going to jam chuck it up against another bowl that I have. Basically, I literally just jam it between something that's on the lathe and the tailstock here, and it just works. Before I put a finish on it, just like any artist, I need to sign it. So the bowl turned out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. It was tough. It was 2 to 3 times harder than a regular bowl, have to admit. Broke tools in the process, so that's fun. Really, the question is, why would anyone do this? And the answer is it's different. You don't really ever see these. This is an ambrosia maple side grain bowl, and it's beautiful with the blemishes and stuff. And this is just not something you ever see, so it's cool in that regard. If I ever do this again, I'll have to get new tools because, well, my hollowing tools are busted, so that's fun. But anyway, thanks for watching, and have fun. This place was clean before I started.